it is in my opinion that I believe the fair market of value for Dogecoin is somewhere between 16 cents and 25 cents without the ridiculousness of these shorts and them killing momentum every time and stuff like that on an Elon tweet. Oh, everything's spiking up 200% and things like this. This is my belief that where Dogecoin should be now. Welcome back, YouTube. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing, is it possible for Dogecoin to see even further breakdown, or is it more likely that we're going to see a climb from here? We are now getting confirmed bear markets in several exchanges here. We've already had one, the NASDAQ, now the S&P. We're seeing further liquidations. And then, of course, we know we've been getting manipulated like crazy via shorts. So will this cause a breakdown in Dogecoin? That's what we're going to talk about today. If you follow my channel, you know that it's no secret that shorts have been taking advantage of every catalyst, especially negative ones, to get Dogecoin down lower than where it is. They've been waiting at the 200-day moving average for about 11 going on 12 days now, like vultures. They do need more money. I made a video about 3 or 4 months ago stating that Bitcoin was going to go to 20,000, but then I also made a video saying that 29,000 was going to be the first step. And we have hit that 29,000 mark. And I do believe that there's a further opportunity here that they're going to need more money. So we're going to see an additional breakdown in Bitcoin as well by at least another, I'll say roughly about another $10,000. And so I was on Twitter the other day and I made that statement and I posted videos of me going over those numbers for Bitcoin. And they were saying that, well, if Bitcoin is going to go down, wouldn't this mean that Dogecoin is going to have further consolidation? And technically that opens the door to that being an actual possibility, because even when I ran these numbers, I started running these numbers like November of last year, my video out like January. But when I ran these numbers, we were looking at the consolidation of the crypto market just based off of like the macros. And I knew that there had to be some consolidation just based off of the funny money that had been injected into the market. So I knew that there had to be some type of pull in the market to kind of balance out or get like that reset. Dogecoin, on the other hand, because of the amount of people that have been holding, Dogecoin had to be artificially lowered to match what was going on in the market. So Dogecoin has been lowered and it fell more aggressively than Bitcoin or than a lot of I say like a lot of the top 10, because the people of Dogecoin are simply holding. And this is what we're seeing now in the market here with the shorts. Whenever shorts back off Dogecoin rallies, they have to come back in, then we move right back. That the buying pressure, the pools of liquidity is directly underneath the price action of Dogecoin right now. That's why we do not see that breakdown. Despite these really high shorts on Doge at the 200-day EMA, Dogecoin is not breaking down. That buying pressure is literally supporting Doge and pushing back against those sell orders. So this is really great positive price action for Dogecoin. But this does open the window for them to say, hey, look, we need more money. So now we need to short like hell to try and get Dogecoin to break down. And I do believe that's going to be difficult for them to do because they're going to have to, first off, the wall up under 8 cents is really great. I mentioned in a few videos a while ago, I said that 6 cents was the floor based off of charting, but I believe that we consolidate somewhere between 8 and 10. That has turned out to be true. We did get that bounce from 6, and we are roughly in the 8 range here, battling with the shorts. For them to break Dogecoin down, they're going to need a lot of shorts to break down through the 8 and certainly through the 6. And anything at 5 and below, they're going to be in a situation like they are right now, which is why I made a video a couple hours ago saying that they're testing us, our buying pressure and our resolve, is because they're going to be in a situation now is if they do short it like crazy to get it down below 6 cents, like below 5 cents, they're going to be in a situation where they're stuck, because the second they let off, Dogecoin is going to rally. And I think they're trying to figure out how to deal with that, because they don't want to be in a position that is going to have them paying interest daily and them stuck in a position that they cannot execute or move out of unless you're going to get like a violent uptick. And this is one of the reasons that I've been an advocate for removing your coins off of the exchanges, because we have to make them uncomfortable with lending out these coins to short these positions so that they don't have the leverage here to kind of encourage this kind of behavior. So this is one of the reasons why I'm saying, hey, bleed them of their coins. So make them think twice about the actions that they plan to take against Dogecoin, or even the continued action that they plan to take against Dogecoin, because what they've done so far has already been criminal. Bleed them of their coins, make them think twice about this, because we need Dogecoin at a fair market value and at an equilibrium price. Otherwise, they're going to try and trend it with the market, even though we know the community is holding. If we remove our coins from the exchanges and they decide that they want to keep shorting and they want to keep going down this road and they say, hey, look, we're going to naked short, because there's honestly a lot of ways you can short assets. You have margins, you have futures, you have um, options. There's several ways that you can short. But if they want to continue down that road, then we have other ways of dealing with them. And hopefully it doesn't come to that. But we again have the opportunity here. If they decide to keep going down this road, it's very possible that we can make history again with another first with Dogecoin and have that revolutionary act inside the market. So, and if they want to keep going down that road, that's certainly something we can do. But hopefully they change their ways here and Dogecoin is able to rise to an equilibrium price. When you're talking about whether or not Doge can hit a penny or 10 cents, and I want to put this out there now. I've said this on Twitter. I've said this a number of times. Dogecoin should not be below 10 cents right now. It is, in my opinion, that I believe the fair market of value for Dogecoin is somewhere between 16 cents and 25 cents without the ridiculousness of these shorts and them killing momentum every time and stuff like that. On an Elon tweet, oh, everything's spiking up 200% and things like this. This is my belief that where Dogecoin should be now. So if Bitcoin were to have this consolidation or come down to another, $20,000, come down to about $20,000, then Dogecoin could say, hey, look, if you're coming down from like 23 cents, then you can say Dogecoin is going to consolidate somewhere at around 16 to 12. That would be a more organic approach for Dogecoin. But because these shorts are literally staying in Dogecoin and shorting any type of positive momentum to kill any new people or discourage people from investing into it, or discourage the people who are currently in the coin, this is the price action that we're seeing here. So this is why this is really, really crucial, why we need to remove these coins from the exchanges. We have to make them uncomfortable with these actions here. So remove those coins, hold those coins. As we increase utility, we're going to put them in a very compromising position. This is fundamental to the growth of the coin, to the growth of the community, and certainly fundamental to the price action that we're seeing here, because they are used to building one type of model. It's the model that we've seen in the stock market, and that is pretty much, abuse leverage. And they're going to do that in any coin that you're investing in. That's not the model one that they want you to. So they have already picked out their winners. Just like the stock market, the crypto market is going to have its titans or its chosen one coins that they're going to want you to invest in. So when you go against the grain, especially you have millions of people going against the grain, they're going to discourage that act and just kind of redirect your efforts to the coin that they chose. So Dogecoin should already be over 10 cents. This shouldn't even be a topic to make for a video, but I know that people are asking questions, are we going to get back to a dime and stuff like that? Dogecoin's true equilibrium price is above 10 cents. I don't care what nobody says. You can just take a look at the short chart and you should be able to see that for yourself. That doesn't take any type of fancy math or great in-depth market knowledge to determine that. These are shorts that certainly are the reason that Dogecoin is below 10 cents. Now, whether or not we get to a penny, that's going to take a hell of an increase in shorts from what we're seeing now. Probably something equivalent to some numbers that we've seen since like late last year, maybe even May of last year, like those ridiculous shorts where they were shorting on par with price action to get it down. Because I can only imagine if we're getting this type of buying pressure at 8 cents, I can only imagine what we get at 5 cents and below. So even getting it down to a penny, outside of outside of a catastrophe or something like that, I do not see that happening right now. Now, granted, we do have some negative catalysts going on in the market, in the macro. This is not pertaining just to Dogecoin, but in the macro as well, that if this recession lasts a really long time, we could potentially see a breakdown in consumer resolve, or just pretty much the people that are holding being forced to sell to accommodate other areas and stuff like that. So that can potentially cause a breakdown in the market. But if that happened, then of course I'd say, okay, well, this is not necessarily shorts. This is actually retail that's selling. But that has not been the case. Retail has been doing exactly what they said they've been doing, which is holding. So technically this led shorts to say, okay, well, we're going to kind of have to help Dogecoin down a little bit. So this is the price point action that we're in. As far as organically, we are much more likely to hit 10 cent than 1 cent. But if we're talking about manipulation, they're going to have to get much more aggressive than what they are now to get Doge to a penny. So as of right now, it's more likely that we'll hit 10 cents than 1 penny. But if anything changes, obviously, I'll let you know. Remember, we're going to see bigger step ups to try and get you to keep your coins on the exchanges. We're going to see a bunch of new wallets come out. We're going to see a bunch of new incentives. We're going to see raises in what staking has to offer. They may even start giving out iPads and contests and all that kind of crap because that is a direct revenue stream for these institutions, and they need those coins on those exchanges. So don't mind that. It's far more important that we have control over the actual asset, because once they don't have control over the asset, I promise you they will be much more likely to not lend out crypto to those extremes, because this puts them in a position that they may have to enter the market on their own to cover those positions. Not your keys, not your crypto. I do recommend the Ledger, the Nano. I have a link in the description so that you can get it directly from the source, directly from the company. So no third-party BS. And you're certainly more than welcome to check that out. If you're looking to earn rewards on your fiat so that you can get additional crypto and help build up your portfolio, and obviously that you can move around, you can check out BlockFi. I have a link in the description section for them as well. We do have some challenging times ahead in the macro events of the market. And I'm not negating that, because obviously that's bigger than Dogecoin. But on the micro level, we do have something that we can do to gain control of this coin, because I would never want to say that Dogecoin shouldn't have consolidated or Dogecoin shouldn't be down right now. Consolidation is healthy for the market, but Dogecoin should not have consolidated at this rate. I can't say that enough, because I think that the community certainly needs to hear that. The price of Dogecoin right now, this is why I made the video Optical Illusions. The price of Dogecoin right now is pretty much a lie. It's not the true price of the actual coin. This has been extreme manipulation to bring this price of the Dogecoin down to what we see right now. And this is also extreme manipulation right now to maintain it at that price. This is something like when you are so deep, you have no choice but to continue growing the cancer. Because right now, I believe that they're in a situation where it's like, hey, we can't honestly, let Dogecoin rise to its true price, or we can't. If we let off these shorts, we know what's going to happen to the actual price of Dogecoin. And I believe that that is the sentiment, because they've convinced so many people that the coin is dead or the coin's going nowhere. And so now they kind of have to keep it up. Otherwise, people are going to see the truth. And what you don't want is FOMO in a coin that you want to be dead. And I made this post on Twitter earlier today. If something is dead, if a coin is dead, it does not need shorts above 200-day moving averages for a week, 2 weeks straight to suppress price action. If a coin is dead, it will go down all by itself. That is natural supply and demand. But when you have to create these artificial sell orders, these sell orders on assets that you have not purchased yet to maintain the price point of a coin, I'm telling you right now, that coin is not dead. But by all means, do your own due diligence, do your own research, trust but verify. I am in no way trying to tell you what to do, but just kind of take a second look. I think you'll see something there too. If you like anything I had to say, you can support the channel for free by hitting the subscribe button, by sharing this video, and hitting the like button as well. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. And until next time.